my she know I'm leaving. No text, no call, but that airplane mode. Code, no P code, no time to change clothes. Same clothes, love if you living by the same code. G code, leave. You do that to me, back to my destiny. Penthouse, bird's eye view, that's a nest for me. I got myself out of debt, so when you see me, know you somebody I'll never need. Sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. I cut the drama out my energy. Focus on it, inner me, never on it, enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed my love life. But I cut the drama out my energy. Focus on it, inner me, never on it, enemy. And I done sacrificed.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Dolphins have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going against the Bengals, who are trying to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Okay, Larry, Charles and I, we have brought our talents to South Beach, or at least in the neighborhood of South Beach, as we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. On 1st and 10, Harden on the screen, Bernard. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Harden is going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught. Humphreys. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. They'll set up to throw. And the catch made by Leonte Carroo. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So the offense has it first and 10. Back to throw. And right side caught Hogan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's third and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Third down. That's Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw here. And he finds Stills, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. They'll set up a throw. And Stills over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change or at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking to throw on second down. Harden. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake. Harden. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
This is Coleman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Coleman now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kevin Coleman His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff to the fullback, Whitlock. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Harden, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. Throwing on 1st down. Harden, and the grab by Croft. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Bernard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Harden. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Harden. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They send Green to the left on his own. From the gun, Harden. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice Nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 3, we got 3. All right, here we go. Detroit! 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 No.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chris Hogan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The final shot before break. Harden. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he is level. Knocked down hard around the 37. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
No. Check, Patriot. Watching now, Barney. Over. All right, now, look at what safety creeping.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Coleman. And some room to work. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking that time for Leonte Carew, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Julius Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Carden. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, You never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get it...
And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They begin the drive with Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Look at the spin.
Balance.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 49 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, Harden. And that's complete to Croft. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run here with Bernard. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Operating from the gun, Harden. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Off-play action. Harden. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Harden forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. William Hayes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, here we go. Go! Detroit! Watch him now. Black guy in that field. Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught, Stills, right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Now let's go. No. Jack Patrick.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Over.
Back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing to start the drive. Harden. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
On 1st down, Harden. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Harden over the middle. That's caught by Ross. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Harden. He's going to let it fly. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
No, check.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. How about this stat? A perfect 9 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So the D-line's going to spread out. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Operating from the gun. Harden. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Looking to throw on second down. Harden. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a play fake here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
From the gun, Harden. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Operating from the gun, Harden. Underneath, this is Bernard. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd and long. Harden. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Still's the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Spins by, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and the Bengals grab it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.